Alright everybody, and I have another very cool video for you guys today. Today I am beating front of the fence on hard mode without using a Titan and without taking any damage whatsoever. This video took me a while to make, and at the point of editing this video I actually got ran over by a car, which is great. I would appreciate any support that you guys would give me. I usually never ask for likes or subs in the intro, but this time to really make my day. I'll explain the core mechanics of this run very briefly, because it's honestly more straightforward than you may expect. The first rule is that I won't be able to use my Titan for the entirety of the run. Even as much as a misclick counts as a Titan usage, so there's zero room for mistakes. Secondly, what qualifies as damage? You might think that only enemies are able to do damage to you in Titanfall 2, but that's not true. Due to this recording being close to a year ago, I was still a novice pilot, so if I damage myself that means the run is also dead. The third rule is that camping is not allowed, so there won't be any times where you'll see me hiding away from enemies. So, with that all being said, let's start the run. Starting off the first game, this is my first time trying a challenge. I haven't done any practicing yet, which in retrospect can only lead to disaster. My plan for this challenge is to play strategically while still taking every opportunity I can to get the highest possible score. First one of the runs started out strong. I warmed up for a bit, killing grunts, and didn't get myself into any trouble. No close calls yet, luckily. Apart from a teammate dying, which isn't me. After spending my credits on materialistic garbage, I proceeded to the second wave, where you could be facing Titans as well as Reapers. And let me tell you one thing, the AI of Titans range from missing every single shot they can to no-scoping you from halfway across the fucking map. I didn't want to take my chances, which is why, like any sane person, I went and fought them anyway. So, after my first close call of the game, delivered to me on the silver platter by, you guessed it, a Titan. Shit. I took my anger out on some unsuspecting Reapers, not knowing what was coming for them. I swear, Reapers have some of the dumbest AI in this game. I think we'll be safe from an AI revolution for a couple of years. Following the success of me coming face to face with Titan, I decided to put some unsuspecting grunts into a coma, as well as for some reason rotating and tiding. I don't really get why I did this, to be honest, but I guess it worked out. After barely taking any damage onto the harvester, the round ended. Now for the third wave. After definitely committing a war crime on my sleeping teammate, the wave started and I had to lock in to commit some war crimes on the enemies as well, which didn't take long at all. After permanently deleting a platoon of grunts from the game, I came way too close to being hit. Some of the AIs wanted to get revenge on me for erasing their companions from the battlefield. I somehow did not get hit though. Killing the rest of them led to me almost hitting myself once with my thunderbolt by narrowly avoiding a wall, as well as a second time when I narrowly missed a branch that definitely put in just to end my run. When I thought I was safe for a second, multiple enemies started harassing the underaged harvester, breaking its shields and trying to get a cupcake from it. Luckily though, we wouldn't let some big black Titans take our harvester from us yet. It wasn't very healthy at the end of the round, let's just keep it at that.
Ooh, that's kind of small.
After I got done telling my teammates to get some shields from the harvester, as well as exposing my toxicity by asking for a vote kick, which isn't even a game, so I have no clue why I thought it was, the fourth wave started. Am I the only one that keeps thinking of Plants vs Zombies while talking about waves? Never mind. Following some juicy movement techniques you won't find anywhere else on YouTube, Titans began to drop in again, waiting to be electrocuted by my floating ball of energetic mass. My teammate decided to sacrifice his life for... never mind, he just got out. Boring man, I could have written a cool story about you. When I was done arresting the Titans on the west side of the map, I saw some more Titans at the side that they did not want to get caught up in the slaughter my teammates had caused. They did not see me as a threat though, which I can't blame them for. If I got shot from miles away while being in a full-on war machine, it wouldn't really bother me either. It did kind of hurt my ego though. So I decided to take the fight with them, until I spotted an arc Titan approaching, and oh boy, these things can run. They are so fast. 1 second they start an argument online, and the next they've gotten your IP address. They decided I wasn't big enough of a threat and thought the Harvester was the person they started argument against. I decided to act like the annoying person that just watches the shit housery all go down. Ending some insult to injury, I used my harvester shield to delay the inevitable. After killing the disco mod, some of us kittens came looking into the argument. And because I was smart enough to use my car SMG to try and kill one of the titans, like a dimwit, we almost lost the harvester. As a last ditch effort, I tried to rodeo an enemy titan, the closest titan to the harvester. It didn't matter though, with us as well as me dying in the aftermath, which leads to the first run ending. After losing multiple games far earlier than I should have, I got another shot at completing the challenge. Game number 7 had some great potential. Partially because I spawned on the second wave, which already gave me an advantage, but also to me absolutely wrecking grunts as if they were nothing. That's when Reaper decided to come back. 2 were distracting me while the rest planned a sneak attack on the harvester. The harvester took some damage, but that's nothing we can't recover from. But then one grunt, knowing the war crimes I committed in the first game, decided to avenge his fallen brothers, which led to this game also coming to an end sadly. Okay, I lied. That this game had potential, but hey, I promise, it won't happen again. After failing the challenge 7 times, game 8 came rolling around. Just after being hit quickly into the match in the game prior, I decided that this was my last try for the day. Doesn't matter if I lose or not. This is the game that decides if I either solidify myself in the Hall of Greatness in all of Titanfall, or if I will stay an unknown small YouTuber that makes underappreciated mediocre content. Selfless plug. I started the game by holding hands with my teammate and killing some enemy grunts. After I got done grappling myself into a wall, I checked back on the harvester, only to find a couple of veg trying to shoot it down. When I was done killing them, I spotted some more specters, raining shells down on the harvester. While killing them, I saw my teammate cosplaying Mario for a second for some reason. Killing some more enemies, I almost lost the run again. Luckily the aim of the grunts was programmed to miss me due to me being the main character. One less peekaboo with the Titan led to the end of the first wave. The intermission led to me spending my credits on stuff that would definitely not involve any danger. Told you I wouldn't be camping. Wave 2 started and I was reminded that I could call in my Titan, which I didn't do of course. I swear, even the commentators are against me. The amount of brain power it took my subconscious self to not give in was enormous. The wave started by me harassing some more robots as well as my teammates dying due to a tick. I can't even cheat on this guy, because those things are just unfair. When I was done harassing the Ronin, a Reaper got really close to hitting me, almost ending the 8th run again. I kept my cool and blew up some specters, which is when I found out that I should have listed my teammates as a potential threat as well. I remember almost having a heart attack, because if he had blocked it there, it would have also counted as self-inflicted damage. After firing away at some more Titans and Reapers, which I did for way too long, I got jump scared by me leveling up. I thought it was a damage animation and I had to take in that the run wasn't over yet. Killing some more Titans led to me hitting a juicy grapple trying to protect the harvester. I once again saved the day. Wave 2 completed. After deciding to be nice to my teammates for a change by giving them a battery, the 3rd wave started. I also bought myself a turret I placed down overlooking the east side of the map, hoping that it would do something to protect the run. But it only distracted me, which is when a Reaper decided to try and boss all over the harvester. The 3rd wave was a big step up from the previous 2. I immediately noticed the turret going down as well as a mortar titan that had to be dealt with quickly. After hitting some juicy movement again, I took him out. Repairing the same turret as before led to me rocket firing multiple thunderbolt shots at once. This is definitely not edited. A couple of nuke titans were trying to flank. I was scared to intervene, which when I realized I still had a nuke rodeo that I had bought in the first round. Using the last of my brain cells, I decided it was a great opportunity to put it into use. I had no time to do so. A couple of titans breached our defenses and were now destroying the harvester. Luckily they only managed to take the harvester, which got us to finish the 3rd wave. The 4th wave started off by me narrowly avoiding an enemy's ion shot. As retaliation, I decided to repeat just to take a piss at the AI, which definitely pissed them off, because we were now rapidly losing harvester health. After repairing my turret, the coast was clear for a little while. That was when I got caught in the crossfire of multiple titans. It was surely over now, right? I could only get lucky for so long. Turns out, I still had some luck left.
Thank you so much.
The 4th round wasn't so bad after all. We completed with minimal damage onto the harvester, not including the reset we have to do. Oopsie! After Dave told me to spend my credits wisely, which I took to heart and went all out, the 5th and final round started. Could I go one more round without getting hit a single time? One more round to put me into the Titanfall 2 Hall of Fame. one more round before I would play the outro. Let's find out together. The round started off by me being the sole pilot defending the Harvester, which is great because I told my teammates multiple times that I was not allowed to use a Titan, which is when a new bow showed up to save the day. With a little bit of his help, we took out all of the Reapers on the east side, which is when I got reminded again that I could use my Titan. With sweat dripping from my forehead, I narrowly avoided the button. Using my determination, I blew up some more Stalkers, which is when I almost got hit by one of the explosions. Spotting that the same turret had gone down for the third time, I rushed to quickly reactivate it. After repairing the turret, I thought that this was the perfect time to crank up my score a bit. Dodging more shots, or am I kidding, I got lucky. I checked my radar to find out that there was multiple Titans flanking east again, telling my teammates to beware of the danger by a simple word, behind. After all of my teammates sacrificed their life to reset the Harvester shield got really low, but Shaizuma clutched up again. Sadly, it wasn't enough and we had to use our final reset. This is literally do or die now, no room for mistakes. After a pretty uneventful first half of the wave, we reached the last 15. After getting swarmed by enemies, the shield went down again, but this time I saved it. Multiple nuke titans started to swarm the Harvester, which made me lose hope in the run. But by great timing, due to who else than Shaizuma again, the Harvester took minimal damage. I was only 5 enemies away from completing the challenge. The chance that I died multiple times due to misfires, random by grunts, as well as taking a toll on my mental health. A run that seemed to be far from perfect but had the possibility to surprise everyone. Leaving the last dirty work for my teammates, the counter quickly went down from 3 to 2 to 1 and the ultimate me 0. Finally completing the challenge. I was over the moon. No time usage, no damage at all, and it all on hard mode. The full link to the uncut run will be in the description. Thanks to everybody that stayed to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.